Hello students, welcome to my channel. Today we will discuss the topic eukaryotic cell and especially an overview of a cell. So the Robert Hooke firstly discovered the cell in the cork of the plant and he resembled it with the honeycomb. He called them the little compartment or the little rooms and resemble it with the honeycomb. After that, the Leeuwenhoek, he discovered the cell, living cell in the pond water. Then the Schleiden and the Schwann, they have given the cell theory. And after that, the Rudolf Virchow, he again repeated the cell theory and the modified cell theory was given by him. Now, the different structures present in the cell, because after the discovery of the electron microscope, the scientists, they have tried to find out the different organelles in the cell and what are their function in the cell. So let us discuss an overview of a cell. So the three main components of the cell are present. First, that is the membrane, and that membrane is the plasma membrane or the cell membrane. Second, the jelly-like, fluid-like substance present between the cell membrane and the nucleus, that is the cytoplasm. So the jelly-like substance that is present between the cell membrane and the nucleus, that is known as cytoplasm. So we can label it cytoplasm. It is labeled here cytoplasm. Okay, so this plasma membrane act as the semi-permeable membrane. It is also known as the plasma lemma because it allows only the selective substance to pass inside it or to go from outside from the cell. So this plasma membrane, it can invaginate. Invaginate means ये अंदर की साइड फिंगर लाइक प्रोजेक्शन बना लेगी और कुछ भी सब्सटेंस जो इसके अंदर आना चाहेगा वो इसकी इस सेल मेम्ब्रेन से फ्यूज करेगा एंड इट कैन एंटर इनसाइड द सेल. In case of plants and in case of prokaryotic organisms, in addition to this cell membrane, one outer membrane is present and that outer membrane is known as cell wall. This cell wall is made up of cellulose in case of plants and peptidoglycan in case of bacteria. So it provides the additional mechanical support to the plants and protect the bacteria from the adverse condition also, and it protect the bacteria means कि जो बैक्टीरिया के अंदर जो उसकी सेल वॉल होती है उसको प्रोटेक्ट करता है आउटर एनवायरनमेंट से. ओके, सो देन in the center a round spherical structure is present, and this round spherical structure is nothing but that is the nucleus. And this nucleus, it is the control room of the cell because it controls all the activities of the cell. It is like the brain of the cell. In the nucleus, the thread-like structure is present, and this thread-like entangled structure is chromatin. This chromatin condensed to form to take the shape of the chromosomes. So these rod shaped structures, these are known as the chromosomes, and we can see or we can identify the chromosome only in the metaphase stage of the cell, and at this stage we can find out, and when the cell is about to divide we can see these rod shape structure. So the chromosomes carry the genes are the unit of inheritance, and in the nucleus one round structure is present, that is the nucleolus. So that is the nucleolus. So the nucleus of nucleus का भी nucleus जो होगा उसको हम बोलेंगे nucleolus. After that there are some rod-like structures showing the continuation with the outer membrane of the nucleus, because the nucleus has the two membrane, the outer membrane and the inner membrane, and the space is present that is known as the perinuclear space, and some pores are present. These are known as nuclear pores. What are these? These are known as the nuclear pores. And what is the function of these nuclear pores? If means some material outside from the cytoplasm, they can enter into the nucleus, and when there is the formation of the RNA molecule, because RNA is formed from the DNA and the proteins, so they can pass through these nuclear pores. So these rod-shaped structures which show the continuation with the nucleus, known as endoplasmic reticulum, or we can say ER. So if this ER carry the ribosomes on them, then it is known as rough endoplasmic reticulum. So these ribosomes are without the membrane. These are the microscopic organelles, and these are without membrane, because the eukaryotic cell, if the definition of the eukaryotic cell, they are the advanced cell, and in them the membrane bound organelles are present. Nucleus is well defined in eukaryotic cell, and we were discussing the eukaryotic cell. So the eukaryotic cell example is plant cell and the animal cell, but bacteria, that is the prokaryotic cell. So this ribosome, that ribosome we can say that is the organelle without their membrane, उस organelle के around membrane नहीं होगी. Okay, and the ribosomes are the site of the protein synthesis. And this smooth endoplasmic reticulum, if the ER don't have the ribosomes on their surface, then we are saying that is SER, smooth endoplasmic reticulum. And smooth endoplasmic reticulum is the site of lipid synthesis, fat synthesis. Okay, so after that, on the above surface of the nucleus, there are some tubular like structure, and these are the round shaped structures are known as the centriole, and these centriole help in the cell division. Centriole के बारे में भी पढ़ेंगे. We will discuss each organelles in detail. So here only the overview of the eukaryotic cell, that what are the different component of eukaryotic cell and what are the organelles present in these eukaryotic cell, so that we can discuss them separately in detail. So after that, the that structure is mitochondria. In your lower classes you have studied that mitochondria, it is the powerhouse of the cell. Why it is the powerhouse of the cell? Because it can generate energy, and that energy in the form of ATP. So what is the full form of ATP? Adenosine triphosphate. So this energy is used in various biochemical processes. So that is the mitochondria, and there are the two organelles in the cell, mitochondria and the chloroplast. They are known as the semi-autonomous organelles. Semi-autonomous means कि जो अपना आधे से ज़्यादा काम अपने आप ही कर लें, because they also have the ribosomes and their own genetic material. Their DNA भी उनके पास होगा, उनके पास ribosomes भी होंगे, so that they can make their proteins. So the mitochondria and the chloroplast, because chloroplast that is not present in the animal cell, in the plant cell chloroplast is present. Chloroplast is the organelle having the chlorophyll, and that chlorophyll is essential for protein synthesis. So mitochondria and the chloroplast having the ribosomes. So these ribosomes, these are without the membrane, and these are present on the surface of endoplasmic reticulum, also in the cytoplasm, also in mitochondria and chloroplast. So we can say ribosomes not only present in the cytoplasm, but they also present on the surface of endoplasmic reticulum, also in the chloroplast and also in the mitochondria. After that, the vacuoles are also present, and these vacuoles are small in size and less in number in case of animal cell, but in case of plant cell these vacuoles are larger in size. After that, now the different cells, their shape and size and according to the function they are different. Means according to the function, the shape and the structure of the cell is different. Firstly, we can take the shape of the red blood cells. So RBCs, they are the round or the biconcave shape according to their function. So these round shaped cells, they can directly flow in the blood. Then the WBC cells, these WBC cells are amoeboid in shape. Why? So that they can engulf the foreign particle. जो foreign particles होंगे, viruses, bacteria, उनको ये engulf कर सकें. So the shape is amoeboid. Then the columnar cells are present in the intestine. These columnar cells have some goblet cells, gland cells which secrete the mucus and the enzymes also. After that, some cells are thread like or very long like the nerve cell, because they have to send the message from one place to another, means from one part to another. Then the mesophyll cells are there in case of leaves. These are the round cells, the cells of the cortex and the cells of the pith. So these are round, oval, polygonal, cuboidal in shape. Some intracellular space is also present in them. Then the shape of the tracheids, vessels, they are the broad in the center and tapers at their end. So the shape of the cell, that is also different according to their function, because according to the function they have to do the different work, and according to their function the shapes is also different. Now the size of the cell also matter. Means the smallest cell, that is the mycoplasma, pleuropneumonia like organism, and the largest cell, that is an egg of the ostrich. So the size of the cell that also vary from very small to very large. So in case of bacteria, the prokaryotic organisms, and in case of animal cell and the plant cell, their size differ according to their function. So the size of the cell, mycoplasma, that is the smallest cell, pleuropneumonia like organisms. So the size is 0.3 micrometer. And in case of bacteria, the size is 3 to 5 nanometer. And in case of RBCs, the red blood cells, the size is 7.0 micrometer. In case of human being, the largest cell, that is an ovum. Human being में जो ovum है, what is an ovum? Ovum, it is the germ cell, or it is the gamete of the female that is released during the menstrual cycle of the female from the ovary. So from the ovary the egg is released. So in case of human being, the ovum, that is the largest cell, and the ostrich egg, that is the largest cell we can say. And so size and the shape also, that is differ in case of cell according to their function. The shape may be thread like, it may be cuboidal, columnar, or the disc shape, or round, oval, polygonal. So according to the function, the cells are of different size and shape. And so we have discussed an overview of the cell, and in the next we will discuss about the prokaryotic cell. So that is about the overview of the cell. So according to the function, cells are of different size and shape. Thank you.